Welcome back everyone, it's a race weekend. We are here for the Bahrain Grand Prix in 2028 and once again we are back at one of the classic circuits in Formula 1. You know the track, 15 corners, 3.36 miles and loads of opportunities to overtake into turn 1, into turn 4 and into turn 14 and 15, the last two corners of this track. And let's see who's on pole for this exciting season, with Verstappen taking his first win out last time in Saudi Arabia. Well, the Brazilian is continuing his fine form, pole position for Verstappen, followed by his teammate Dewald Zanchi in P4, just behind your boy in P3, and Nandez, Sanchi's teammate, down in P7, and further back is Monkey on Cloud, who rounds off your top 10 for today's race. The Aston Martins looking better, Zen in P13 and LeBron James in P16. Further down the back of the grid, it is looking like Porsche are the slowest car this year. Well, you already know the formation lap has been completed. It is complete, and all we await is those 5 bright red lights. And the Bahrain Grand Prix is underway. It's a pretty decent, no, it's not a good start from Verstappen, already losing out to Dewald. He's up into first place. So they go into the run to turn 1, who will be latest on the brakes, and it's a very big collision back there. Summerfu has gone face first into the barriers. He's backwards on the track, reverse to all the other cars around him, and he's gonna have to wait for all of them to pass, and he will come back out here in dead last place here on this race in Bahrain, with Verstappen just behind his teammate, losing out to Dewald, but Zanchi is up into P3, but Safraz with a penalty. Safraz really trying to make some gains here. The world champion of 2025 moves over to the inside, making an overtake on Zanchi, making an overtake on your boy, forcing him wide out turn 1, and he's into the barriers, airborne and in to the left hand side, the exit of turn 3. It's a grave mistake from the Williams, which has sent him flying out of the second race of the season. Well, the safety car has been called in, but they gave us one lap of virtual safety car to allow the cars to warm up their tyres and spread a bit of a gap between each other, as now we go racing and Dewald gets us underway from first. Oh, we're all very close here on the safety car restart. Namzar looking to go down the inside. They're all fighting for the same piece of tarmac. Monkey on Cloud, just look at his rear wing. He's got about 6 or 7 cars behind him as they make their way down into turn 4. The greatest opportunity to overtake on this entire track. Akari trying to go down the inside of Yucatan, but he's not able to get the position, as Namzar just off the track there, almost into the barriers, but he's made the place. He's up in position. Summerfu still sitting down in 17th, but as he moves onto this straight, he looks like he could get a move or two, as he is already right on the back of a few cars. He shifts over to the left hand side, making a pass on 1 and getting the lunge down on the inside of 2, and now he's looking to roar around the outside of turn another Aston Martin, and he's made up yet another position. It's P14 so far for Summerfu. A brilliant comeback as it stands. He's really looking to make some more overtakes, as next up it's the second Aston Martin in a row that he'll have to overtake, already on the off track, off the racing line, but he's faster than the cars on it as they make their way into turn 1, as Skittles trying to make a move, but Summerfu already up into P12, showing how fast that McLaren really is. They're all still sitting in single file, but on Osprey trying to break the deadlock here, going for a move on the Cadillac of Zanchi, but he roars it back, claws it back on the outside line. Summerfu is now chasing him down, with your boy edging himself just further away from the rest of the pack, while Yucatan is trying to cling on to the back and maybe get within DRS range. Well, you can see on the timing board, Verstappen is into the pit lane. He's given the priority this race. Dewald, he's been undercut by Summerfu, but he's getting the pass done on the Seychelles man, and he's re-overtaken him for P2, and now he's just got to chase down his teammate up in first. Namzar has really been clawing his way through the field. Next up is Hernandez in the Cadillac, which was formerly Red Bull, but he's now putting on the power, pressing on the battery and making his way past the Cadillac up into P8, and he could be looking ahead very shortly as Zanchi, the other Cadillac, also making moves or conceding moves. He's made the pass on Summerfu into P4 out of the corner, and further back Yucatan will now have to defend from both Namzar and from Hernandez. Zanchi still running in P4 in this one, but chasing them down further back is Namzar. He's going to be very, very hungry on these last couple of laps, but in comes Osprey and Zanchi, both of them into the pit lane with 2 laps to go, both scurrying into the pits, putting on a fresh set of tyres. They obviously don't think that they will be able to make it to the end on that set of soft tyres that they were just on. They put on a fresh set and now have 2 laps to chase down the cars behind, which now it puts Grace Hunter up into P7 and maybe into P6 as Yucatan's tyres are fading very fast, and he goes for the move, the left to right, and he's got the move down the inside. He's up into P6 for the Ferrari. Vesteo now taking us on to the final lap here. Everything needs to be put out on track here as the championship battle does look like it's shaping up to be between these 2 drivers, Vesteo versus Delwald. It's now within a second between them 2. Does Delwald have that extra power, that extra oomph to overtake his teammate on the final lap here as they traverse their way through Sector 1? Vesteo really trying to press on the battery, put on the power, but Delwald being held up by that Ford Performance car, and Vesteo then increases the gap back to just over a second, and crucially it looks like he will not be getting DRS as they move onto this straight here. No DRS for him. He uses a bit of battery, the last bit he has left. Vesteo's tyres are dead, but Delwald's tyres are also dead, and as they make their way through these last couple of corners, it's been a brilliant battle between these 2. Delwald still over a second behind, and as they pass another few lap cars there, this time it's the Aston Martin. It was a brilliant chase from Delwald in these past couple of laps, but as he rounds the final corner, we will be saying for the second time in a row, it is a simply lovely victory from Vesteo. He wins the Bahrain Grand Prix. What a victory from the Brazilian.